Right, what's up, guys? It's the Realist Rant Manor YouTube channel here, back with another video, and today is my birthday. Yay, I'm 22, so excited. If you're wondering what I'm doing on my birthday, I'm not celebrating it, don't see the point. Because I think life as a whole is pretty pointless. I think birthdays are just a cope. Like, same with Christmas. Like, I remember from 2019 onwards, I'd get so excited for Christmas every year because you know, it was good. It was like positive. It was a good cope. You know what I mean? Because like, for most of my year, my life was either mediocre or shit. You know, still, still didn't have the best mates. I felt like, didn't exactly have parents that were trying to get me to drive and give me freedom. Still wasn't making any money, and when I did make money and had my last job, it was fucking boring and miserable, and the manager was an asshole at times. And I wasn't even getting paid minimum wage, even though it was kind of work experience, to be honest, but I worked out the amount of money and the amount of shifts I did. And I was not making enough for the amount of shifts and the hours I worked, even on minimum wage. So for my age, which was 17 at the time. But yeah, so I remember going to Christmas and I really enjoyed it, because it felt like an escape. So that's why I don't celebrate my birthday, because at the end of the day, it's just escape. It's just a positive escape. It's just a cope. At the end of the day, all it is. I mean, I'm not against people who celebrate their birthday or anything. It's not my thing, right? And that's kind of to do with what I'm doing today with finding copes. Because a lot of my copes in life are... I've actually got the Xbox right on now. I'm actually watching Positive Steve at the moment. I love watching his videos, man.
What's up, guys? I'm back again. You gotta help the company. You gotta help the wee little company.
Oh dear. But yeah. That aside, yeah. The things that I enjoy doing, watching Positive Steve videos. No, the things that I like doing, like subject-wise, not just video types of videos. Video games, watching porn, eating nice food. Going to town I kind of enjoy doing now, although socially it's quite exhausting having to be on the bus with lots of people at times. Maybe I'm going to town tomorrow to get a football. That's if I've got any clothes, because I don't actually have any clothes. I've washed some clothes, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have some clothes and I'll have some clothes and I'll be able to, and I'll have some clothes and and hopefully once I dry them, because I don't actually know, because I think the washing machine's a washing machine and a tumble dryer at the same time, and I don't exactly know what settings to put. I know how to wash the clothes, but I haven't been taught how to dry the clothes. Obviously, once my sister's husband gets back, he'll show me and I'll be able to dry the clothes, because I've already washed them, they just need drying now. And hopefully, I have some clothes, about to go into town, fresh new clothes. There's something so good, man, about fresh clothes, isn't there? But yeah, like when it comes to doing things now, the whole point of this video was explaining why I hate having anhedonia. Like, I feel like I get anhedonia so bad. Like, when I was 15, I would go to the gym, and at first I enjoyed it, but I did it, and I even changed up the routine, the workout routine. I went from full body to bro split to doing, what was it? Backs and chest, triceps and biceps, abs and legs. Oh no, it was shoulders and abs and then legs. So I did like 4 days a week. And then I did a 3-day full body, and then I did 5-day bro split. And out of all the times, within a few weeks, I got bored of doing them. I got so fucking bored of doing the same workouts again and again and again and again. It just got fucking boring, you know, and then I stopped working out. And I had work experience at the time. And my sleep was all over the place because I had to get up at different times for college and for the work experience. So I couldn't really stick to a routine to really add the gym into the mix. I was already knackered from, and work experience I was doing was carpentry, so it was quite physical anyway. So I just thought, what's the point? I might as well not bother with the gym. I wasn't getting any results. Literally, I went to bulk up and I literally just put on fat. I didn't put on barely any muscle whatsoever. I got stronger. I went from like deadlifting half my body weight to like nearly twice that in the matter of a year. But I didn't pack on barely any muscle. Like, I filled out my t-shirt a little bit, but I didn't like bulk up. And this was working out for 2 years. Like, you know, when you get those body transformations, like even those natural body transformations, you know what I mean? Where a guy goes from 140 pounds to 165 pounds in 2 years and his body fat goes up a little bit, but it's not too much. I didn't even get to that because I have poor sleep genetics. I don't always have the money to deal with working out. And in general, regardless, just working out, I don't enjoy it anyway. You know, at the end of the day, I only did the gym to impress other people. You know, I didn't do it to impress myself. I don't care about being buff. You know, the only reason I wanted to look buff was because kids were bullying me at the time. Well, they were at first, but in college they didn't. But then only did a working out for like a third of the year in college, which was like a total of what, 7-8 months, and then I quit because I just didn't have the time. And then I spent the whole summer playing football with my mates. So I was doing exercise anyway, but which I preferred playing football with my mates. So I remember that back when I was 16, 17, I had a best mate. He was my last mate that I had. I think I mentioned on my channel why I don't have friends anymore. But there was one time where we got along so well, and we literally we went to the park. And one time it was about 37 degrees in the UK, right? Which is 37 degrees Celsius, which I don't know, maybe 60, 70 degrees Fahrenheit if you're in the US. Feel free to leave in the comments. And we played football, and damn was it fun. Like, do you know what I mean? We played, we listened to music. Me and him had a beer together. It was so fun. Like, do you know what I mean? I remember those days, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, there were times where it got boring, and that's the thing, but I feel like when I take up hobbies now, I just get so much anhedonia. Like, when I'm playing the same video game, I get bored within an hour. You know, when I watch porn, I look at the exact same videos again and again and again and again, and it gets boring. You know, when I go out for walks in nature where I live, it gets boring. When I went into town, like, don't get me wrong, I haven't done it enough. I've only done it twice, and I might do it tomorrow. But at the same time, mate, honestly, the light that's coming through those fucking blinds right now is literally making me feel like I'm high right now. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I just don't enjoy things as much now. You know, each time I eat the same food, it just, you know what I mean? It just feels like life is fucking pointless. There is no point to it. You know, you've got to do what you got to do, I guess, to cope. Like, life is negative with positive copes. And that's kind of the reason why, like, I started this YouTube channel, is because there are people that think the same way that I do. And it makes me feel like, you know, I've got a community now. You know, so when I'm struggling with anhedonia, you know, and I'm doing the same thing time and time again. And again, one of the most painful things I'm getting is looking at my phone and seeing the fact that I haven't got a full 8 hours sleep. It fucking sucks. I get it like every night now. Like, it literally sucks. You know, I can't deal with it anymore. I generally can't. Like, even right now, and like I have so much caffeine now, to the point where I literally feel like I need to shit all the time. I can literally feel my heart beating fast right now while I'm speaking right now. Not just because I'm talking fast, but generally like almost like a pain, heartbeat. Like I have like 2 cups of coffee, but I have like pretty much like 3 teaspoons worth of coffee grounds, high strength coffee grounds in each cup, and it's still not enough to give me lots of energy. I just, you know what I mean? I just feel like I'm losing it, and living here where I do right now, there's nothing to do. You know, there's a park 5 minutes down the road, and I'm gonna go into town tomorrow and get a football and, you know, just shoot some hoops, you know, score some goals and things like that on my own, of course, because, you know, I have no friends, which doesn't bother me, to be honest. But yeah, I just don't enjoy anything that much anymore. And when I do, it's like it lasts for like a few minutes, and then for the rest of the day, I'm either bored or I'm just fucking tired and miserable. You know, and I know I'm not the only one, because I know that people like Mr. Antinatalist, people like Steve Brown, people like Gothic, who isn't actually a YouTuber, I guess Hooper and people like that who watch my channel at times, or all my videos, I suppose, they feel the same way that I do. And I realise I'm not alone. You know, when I have those moments when I'm on Discord talking to them, or when I'm on Mr. Antinatalist's lives, I feel wanted. I feel like I can be myself. I could type any weird shit, and I know they won't kick me. They won't. They'll say I'll wait and I make some weird shit and I make some weird shit up, but that's about it, you know. And I don't get that from real people. Like I just got a text 5 minutes ago while I'm recording this video from my mum saying that's sad because I said I don't want to do anything for my birthday and there's no point. Because she just doesn't get me. She acts super positive all the time and lies to me. And I'm tired of it. You know, and my dad's just neglectful. It fucking sucks having parents that don't teach you anything about how shit this world is. They don't teach you anything. I hate people who are like, well, I taught myself things. I'm like, the chances are you never did self-help. Self-help is just help. I remember a quote by that from George Carlin. But yeah, like just generally, all this self-improvement is just all masturbation to cover up. It's a coping mechanism. It's a healthier one, don't get me wrong, than doing drugs and alcohol, I suppose. But it's still a coping mechanism. You know, self-improvement is not the answer. Self-destruction is, you know. It's just accepting that life is just bollocks, really, and that you might as well. Life is bollocks, and you might as well try to make the most amount of positive copes as you can, provided it doesn't hurt you too much. I've said this, I've said this to myself multiple times recently, because that's all you can do. You know, life is mostly negative. It isn't positive, like what my mum says, or what most people say, positive Peters say in general. You know, it just isn't. Life is shit. Life is not good for the most part. It really isn't. It's cruel, you know, and really making me realise that just doesn't make me enjoy doing things. I mean, to be fair, I've never managed to stick to doing anything at all, really, because I always had my mum like shame me for not like sticking to anything. She'd always shame me. So why can't you stick to anything? You know, she'd always say that. You know. I told my dad about that, and he just says, well, it's good to try new things. Like, my dad, honestly, is generally a better parent than my mum is. You know, I mean, even my dad isn't good enough. You know, I know I talk about my parents, but they're just on my mind 24/7. They text me this morning about my birthday and acting all nice and stuff, and I just want to, especially more my mum, to be honest, not so much my dad, but more my mum. I just want to block really her and even my dad out, to be honest. But I can't stop thinking. This is the thing with having OCD. It makes you obsessed. Like, I mean, it gives you an obsessive compulsive mind. I notice it all the time. A lot of the bad things I do to myself is obsessive compulsions. It's feelings of guilt. I have feelings of guilt almost. But yeah, that's all there is to this video. You know, I feel I feel like I don't enjoy things as much as I used to. I'm not sleeping well, really. I get bad anhedonia. I know that's all there is, really. If you want to like this video, feel free to leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a comment and suggest what topic you want me to talk about. Subscribe to follow more of my content, and yeah, have a good one.